Welcome back to the big show. So after a lifetime of accruing debts, could you pay it back?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. But the big question is, how much would you risk knowing that everything was on the line?
These are questions posed to the main character of a brand new Netflix thriller. It's called Ballad of a Small Player. And our movie guy, Paul McGuire Grimes, sat down with the star.
Colin, I want to start with you. I got an immediate sense of character as soon as we saw Lord Doyle, from your costume to your voiceover. And I'm curious, how often do you think about that kind of entrance moment? And were there conversations you had with Edward Berger about how we were going to meet Lord Doyle?
I knew what the setup was. Obviously, I read the script and I knew what the first moment was. What I didn't know was the work that James Friend, our cinematographer, and Edward, who have worked so intimately together before, I didn't know what they were going to set up. And when I saw how the set was designed and decorated, darkness of it and dirty plates all over the place and the dishevelment of the room, but also the kind of intoxicating beauty of that purple hue that was existing in that first scene. It gave me a lot of information about where the character was. Like this whole film are these external representations of where the character is emotionally and psychologically, internally. You know, the chaos of the casino floor did so much work for us, and Lissy with those suits, I mean, really gave me an idea of who that character was, or who he was pretending to be, at least.
Oh, this looks awesome.
Oh, boy.
I love the way it's filmed.
What does
It's
Paul think?
gorgeous to look at.
Okay.
Macau is just stunningly beautiful. And I love Colin Farrell kind of descent into madness. But there's a point in the movie where I was like, where is this going? And the tone is all over the place. I was like, is this a dark comedy? Is this a thriller? Is this like a look at how bad addiction and gambling can get? And what is the payout at the end? And there is a payout. I'm literally using that phrase specifically because it's casino.
It's a casino.
But I don't know if it was strong enough to make the rest of it enjoyable. It was fine for a while, but I kind of got over it.
Okay.
So 2.5 out of 5. Colin is great. Tilda is great.
man,
What
that's
a
a
roller coaster
shocker.
of
I know, right?
emotions for you.
I know. I was expecting like 4.5.
I wanted it to be a 4, but it didn't happen that way.
Shoot, that'll happen. Okay, listen. Now, a widower and a political prisoner walk into a jail cell. Is that how it's working, sort of?
He's a window dresser.
We're
and a
getting there.
prisoner.
Oh, okay. Is that it? Yeah, I got it wrong. Anyway, in order to cope with their lot in life, the widower recounts a musical and the two become close. This is not the premise for a joke, but a new musical thriller that's in theaters right now. Take a look.
When I first went to prison, I thought my life was over.
And the world in which you dwell's no paradise.
It was just beginning. I can't be here. Why don't we go to the movies? One of them I'll never forget.
Or later, you're certain to meet.
Now, the story, Tony, to you, the struggle to survive feels incredibly relevant for today. You know, this was written decades ago, though, but what resonates and just feels relevant to you now that you've kind of immersed yourself in the world of Molina so deeply?
You know, it's really funny. We've been showing this film now for a few months leading up to the premiere this weekend, and people are sharing the fact that they feel scared right now. In a time where trans and non-binary and genderqueer individuals are being demonized and called terrorists, it feels really great to give that community the Hollywood treatment and to center their reality with Molina and to remind people of the dignity and the beauty of that community.
Bill, are there lessons that you learned while working on Kiss of the Spider-Woman that you wish you could have maybe incorporated into Dreamgirls or Beauty and the Beast?
It's a great question, but I think no. I think they really are different. And just because they're musicals, they're such different animals, honestly. And I think I was trying to do something very different with each one of those musicals. For example, Beauty and the Beast to me was, in my mind, a recreation of the roadshow musical of the 1960s. You know, so that was such a different kind of movie from what Kiss of the Spider-Woman is.
Kiss of the Spider Woman.
Yes.
J-Lo's been everywhere promoting this.
Been everywhere promoting it. She gets to do everything she's great at. Singing, dancing, acting. She's an actual triple threat in this. And the movie is timely, it's political, it's a trio of phenomenal performances. And you've got these two guys that have been jailed for being, one is jailed for being gay and the other is a political, opponent to what's going on right now. And the guy that's the window dresser talks about how he escapes in life by going to the movies. And this movie that he loves is Kiss of the Spider Woman, starring the Jennifer Lopez character. So you've got this movie within a movie that is like this homage to MGM musicals, and you've got the two guys in the jail cell, and the two of them together it doesn't quite work together.
The connection
is kind of missing. Like, I get what they're doing, but there's something missing in connecting all of it together, because both pieces work great on their own, but coming together is like, something is off here. It's not quite working for me.
Wow. Okay, so you're really good at this, because you the way you built it up for like 80% of what you're talking about. I'm like, well, he really likes this, and then you kind of like close it out at the end. So like, what is it? 2.5
out of 5. Again, I love the acting and I love the look of it, but it all has to come together, and if it doesn't, that's also a problem.
Oh my gosh, what a midday. Okay, listen,
However, saving the best for last.
Brought us a treat today, a third junket. You've been very busy.
Yes.
After divorcing her husband of 20 years, one woman doesn't know what to do with her $87 billion settlement. I have a few ideas.
I have a few suggestions.
She reconnects with her charity, and all these interesting things ensue. Maya Rudolph is going to star in the 3rd season of Loot, which is on Apple TV. Look at this.
Beautiful, right?
It's so rustic. I could just bottle the air up here. Surprise!
What is that?
It's our room for the night. I bought it from Will Smith today. It's so big, it's illegal in Europe.
I love that the show is established. You have a great audience. So as actors, what were you all looking forward to coming in now for season 3?
I mean, I would say, one, I was looking to see what kind of stories we had together this season versus the ones we had before, and it's always ever changing, yet it stays right on topic with our goal and our mission as far as the Wells Foundation, and also to see like how we blossom even more, how much more in depth our arcs go, and there's a lot that happens between the both of us that is really, really good, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I mean, as a comedy, I think it becomes easier to be funny the better you know these characters. And so we're coming into the 3rd season with everyone knowing sort of like what's funny about, Ron, what's funny about Michaela, what's funny about Joel. And then we get to upend that, and we get to subvert that, and we get to go in new directions because, and surprise people a little bit. And that's what I think we're all really excited about with season 3.
Our plane crashed. What are we gonna do?
Whatever it takes. Wait, should we have written SOS?
Oh no, this is way more us. They'll get it.
I want to love it.
I know,
Okay.
I like her.
It's so funny. Like, there isn't another show like Loot. There's cringe comedy, there's like awkward social scenes in it, and Maya Rudolph gets to like lean in hard into the awkwardness, but then there's so much heart and humanity with this character. She's kind of like a Melinda Gates or a Mackenzie Scott who gets this massive divorce from a billionaire and is like, I want to give back to my community and give it away, but she doesn't even know what that means or what kind of money she has and what that looks like. So that's where like a lot of the comedy comes from. Great ensemble cast. It's a lot of fun if you like that type of humor, and it's endearing.
I bought this RV from Will Smith today. That was funny.
Exactly.
I know.
She thinks that's totally normal because billionaires think that.
Everything that I saw is like right up my alley.
Yes.
So, all right.
3.5 out of 5.
Okay, better.
Season
We
3.
ended on a good
Much
note.
better. Yeah. We ended on a great note.
Man.
Love me some Maya Rudolph.
Oh, boy, thanks for really pulling your weight this week.
I know.
Stop.
I
You
appreciate
can
it.
watch the first 2 episodes of Loot Season 3 on Apple TV right now. And for more reviews and celebrity interviews, make sure you subscribe to Paul's Trip to the Movies on YouTube. There you'll see the full interviews, and follow Paul on social media. That's at Paul's Movie Trip. More TCL next.
Good.